So I got here late on Wednesday night, like pretty late. All I did was check in and sort of unpack, and because I had to play right away Thursday. So, after the long flight, I just wanted to get to bed. So the tournament I was going to play on Thursday was the ladies tournament in the World Series of Poker. It's a $1,000 buy-in event. The problem with it is you only get 5,000 starting chips, which is difficult because if you have a couple of hands and fold, then all of a sudden you don't have that many chips. It's just not a lot of chips to play with. So I lasted about 5.5 hours. It was kind of a standard tournament. Nothing exciting to report on that one. Just standard poker crap. Yeah, it was all ladies. There was almost 700 players. I actually cashed in this event last year. There was 716 players last year, and I came in 61st last year. So I'm familiar with the tournament. Last year, it was similar. I got low in chips kind of early, and then I doubled up, and then after I doubled up, I was good. But if you don't get that double up early on, then it's hard to catch up. So all of the World Series of Poker events are at the Rio. The other casinos have events, but they're pretty much all during the series. But the World Series of Poker has 78 events starting in the end of May through the end of July. 78 bracelet events where the winner gets a bracelet in addition to the cash.
Okay.
So it's, prestigious. People want to get the bracelet. That's why they play it. For the glory.
And what was the second tournament?
So Friday I decided to play at the Golden Nugget. It was a $150 buy-in. I liked the structure there. You got more chips to start. Also kind of standard poker stuff. I lasted in that one about the same thing, 5.5 hours. Just mathematically, you get to a certain point and you have to pick a hand and go with it. And I had a big ace, and the guy next to me had a bigger ace, so I couldn't hit my card and I was out. I'm trying to be as layperson-ish as possible.
Well, let's teach them one thing.
Okay. What do you want to teach them?
What's a bigger, what did you just say, a bigger?
Oh, a big ace? Oh, so like in poker, like ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10. In terms of poker rankings, obviously ace king is higher than ace queen or ace jack or ace 10. So I had ace jack and I went all in with my chips. And then the guy that was next to me went all in with his chips and he had ace king. So unless I hit a jack there, I'm gonna lose the hand. And there's only 3 jacks left in the deck that I can hit. So I'm drawing really, my odds are very low because there's only 3 cards I can hit.
And what was the third tournament?
So Saturday I took off poker. On Sunday I was debating between playing something online because there was a good tournament online, but I haven't played online in, I don't know, probably 10 years. So I was a little hesitant to play online. Not that it's really any different than playing live, but just the technical aspect of clicking your computer and sitting in a room or, being on Wi-Fi. I didn't know if I wanted to sit in the room for 8 hours and play a tournament. So I opted to go to the Orleans. They had what they call, it's a Lips tournament. It was also a ladies event tournament, and it was $200. I figured I would have a good shot at this one. Pretty much, I feel like in a ladies tournament, I have an advantage. I decided to play that, and I liked it. It was a really good structure, and I did get short stacked with about there were 75 players. When we were down to about 25 players, I was on thin ice, and I doubled up in one hand where I didn't even look at the cards before I played the hand. sometimes just mathematically you have to go in with the hand and it doesn't even matter what it is. And I went in with queen 5 and hit 2 queens, so I had trip queens. And I doubled up, and then I kept accumulating chips and got down. We were down to about 13 players, and I had a decent amount of chips, and I had ace queen with mathematically sort of, you have to pick a hand and go in, and I was against a player that had 2 9s in their hand. So what we call that is it's a coin flip situation. It's a 50-50 chance for both of us. And it's kind of standard in tournaments that you have like ace king versus 5s or ace jack versus 6s. You see it a lot. If you watch it on TV, you'll see people just putting all their money in the middle and hoping for the best. So I had ace queen and she had 9s, and I couldn't hit an ace or queen. So I was out and missed cashing by only four spots. But at that point I was playing to win, not to just cash it. If I just got 9th place, which is what they were paying, I think I would have made $200 or $300 profit. But first was $3,800. So, $200 isn't really going to make much of a difference, and I don't want to just min cash there. So I was playing to win. I thought I was going to hit an ace or queen, but maybe in the main event.
What are the people like?
Well, it's very interesting. The ladies tournament, there are a lot of older females that play. I would say older than me, 50s, 60s. I don't know if this is politically correct. There are a lot of lesbians that play. And there's and there's this whole community. Like, a lot of them know each other. So, that was kind of interesting because they seemed to, there was another tournament that was going on, a ladies tournament that was on, I think, the 3rd day of the tournament, and they were rooting for their friends in the other tournament. So that was kind of interesting. I wasn't part of that clan, but they all seemed to know each other. So I don't know if they were locals or what, but yeah, there was.
You got to bring some gays out to support you next year.
Some what?
Get some gays. Get the gays behind you.
Yeah, I gotta call my sister. My sister has that hookup.
That would be a good hookup.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the women are more friendly. They're supportive, I want to say, and like say nice things. Like, this woman said to me, "You're really a fantastic short stack player," which means when I got to a small amount of chips, I did whatever I had to do to survive, and like really came back from nothing. And she complimented me after I beat her in a hand. So, yeah, because I had 5s. I had 5-5, and this is another flip situation, a 50-50 shot. I had 5s and she had ace jack, and she didn't hit an ace or jack, and my 5s stood up. And she said, "Wow, you're a really good short stack player." And I said, "Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm used to that," which means that a lot of times I do get shortened chips and I have to grind it out. I tend to play much better when my tournament life is on the line. So I have to tell myself when I have a lot of chips to play like I don't have chips, because I'm just very good at that. It's my specialty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you preparing for right now? What's the next thing you're doing in Vegas?
Okay, so there was those 3 tournaments that I played. Today's Monday, and I have to change hotels. Now, you might want to know why I'm changing hotels 4 times. Basically, when you're a poker tournament player, you can't be opposed to changing hotels because you want to save as much money as you can on your expenses, because you want, money for tournament buy-in. So what I do, and I do this every summer, is I go from hotel to hotel. Whatever, hotel will give me comps or a cheaper rate. So I switch hotels 4 times to get, to keep my expenses low on hotels. So I'm leaving Caesars today. I was at the Wynn for the first 2 nights, and then I'm going to the Vdara, which is a non-smoking casino, no casino tower of the aria, which I thought would be good to just be focused and not have like this casino around me, no smoking. It'll probably be quiet. And so I'm gonna be checking out of Caesars and into the Vidara, and then I'm going to meet up with Steve Zolotow, who is one of the owners of Doc Holidays, who is also a professional poker player who has been playing for over 20 or 30 years. He has millions in tournament wins. He has a bracelet in Chinese poker. He's a really interesting guy, and I'm going to go meet up with him at the Rio. We're going to meet up, and then we're going to go get a bite, and I guess then I'm just going to prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow the main event starts. The main event actually started today. There's 3 day ones. So you have your choice of what day to play. Day 1A, day 1B, or day 1C. And I'm playing day 1B, which is tomorrow, which means if I make day 2, which is, I'll have a day off. So I'll play Tuesday, I'll be off Wednesday, which is July 4th, and then I'll play again on the 5th, and then I'll have the 6th off, where I'm also going to change hotels, and then I'll be playing day 3 on the 7th. So that's the plan. That way you get days off in between, but after day 3 there's no days off.
Gotcha.
So it's like day 3, I think it's day 9, you play 6 more days straight. So it's pretty grueling, because it's 12-hour days with 15-minute breaks every couple hours. You get a dinner break. They used to give you an hour and a half for a dinner break, but now they're only giving you an hour. So it seems like it might be a lot, but it's actually really crowded. So it's tough to go grab your food and not be, crazed about it. A lot of times people come back from dinner break and lose a lot of chips. So I have no other plans because I'm not busting.
All right, well, that's a great news update. Why don't you tell the listeners how they can follow along on your social media this week?
Yeah, so I've been doing updates. I've done a couple of vlogs on my YouTube channel, which is Joanna Holiday on YouTube, and also on my website, which is joannaholiday.com. I've been updating almost daily. You can access all of my social media if you just go to my website. It's at the top right of the page. You can just click right to my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and YouTube, actually. Send good vibes my way. Wish that I get good cards, and that I run good, and that I make good decisions, because it's a big time thing, and I wait for this all year, so I really want to do well, and I'm going to do my best and hope that everything goes well. I feel confident, but there's a lot of different bullets you got to dodge. So I need no bullets coming my way.
Right.
It's a very very high variance tournament. So.
Well, good luck, Joe, and thanks for listening, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, and please rate us on iTunes and Google Play. We could really use the ratings and the reviews.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week.
See you next week.